What do you got?
Hello. Yeah, first of all, I want to start off not with a question, although I have a lot. I want to start off with an offer. I heard you're going head to head with Rollo Tomassi, Gary, and he's known to flake, but I happen to have a history with the man, and not only personally, but I know other people too, and I can get you a lot of memes and a lot of dirt on him if you would like.
Yeah,
Just an
send it all
offer.
over. Send it all over, dude. I don't know who you are, but by all means, I actually expect the guy to flake out. He sees me say something. He's like, "Oh, look, an astrologer with a lot of
Yeah,
following. Let's. Oh, this is easy, light
he
work." And
he has
and
the
then they make an offer, and then they start looking into me. All of a sudden, I haven't heard anything from him for in 48 hours. Nothing.
no.
So
He's gonna
I
flake. He's
expect
gonna
this.
flake. I just want to be
Of
nice.
course he is.
I'm just to be honest with you. I'm just saying this to be nice. Like I can give you some like nice memes. I have some old friends that I was gonna reach out to if you needed it. But I mean, in all reality, this is like sort of just me being
He's
nice. He's
most
gonna fucking
likely,
flake like a pussy. He's a
yeah.
pussy. He's the least aggressive. He's the most pussy bitch rooster that ever existed. Like I swear. And I
Yeah,
didn't know this guy was a rooster until I figured out a little bit of Chinese astrology from you, from me
yeah,
tweeting
yeah.
about it.
But dude, he's born on the second.
Oh, I don't even know his
And then
birthday. I
Yeah,
know his year.
one is male energy, two is female
Yeah,
energy.
and
He's born on the second. Numerology
what's his
supersedes astrology.
what's his full birthday?
4/2/1969.
4/2/1969. All right.
This is not an impressive individual at all.
No. I mean, I was gonna look. Sorry.
When you look at this guy, one thing I'm gonna make sure I tell him is it's interesting how Andrew Tate took your ideas and rolled with it, because you might have the, writing skills to be the so-called rational male, but you didn't have the charisma to pull it off. Someone else had to take your stuff and pull it off.
And this is the deal. It's an unwritten agreement in the manosphere that this guy is the godfather. They call him the godfather of the manosphere. And anytime they speak to him on a personal level, they're like, yeah, he's a bitch, but his writing and his influence, like, yeah, we're gonna give him a break. And you can see, like in his old podcasts, and I haven't even seen his shit in years. But I know back in like 2018,
He's not even
2019.
that good of a writer. There's fucking people born four. No, listen to me. There's people who are born 4/2 who would fucking write 100 times better than this guy. They're in my fucking group. Roger runs circles around this guy with his fucking writing. So again, dude, this guy's not very impressive. I know he's a bitch. He's gonna fucking flake out. I'm pretty certain of it. And because remember, I only gave him one fucking rule. I'm like, dude, I'll fly out there on my own dime. Don't worry about it. We'll fucking debate whenever you want to, but it has to be live, because I know what
he said that too. He said that. He said that before you even said it, and now he's still gonna flake.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't want to do anything live with me. Trust me, bro. I will rip these guys.
His books are all fake. They're all paperbacks, but he has like a fake leather cover, like a fake gristled leather cover over all of his books. And he adamantly endorsed a known cuckold for years. For years, Jack Murphy, a known cuckold. And he's supposed to be the godfather of the manosphere, an icon for young men. What a fucking clown. What a fucking clown. I psychologically tormented this man when I was a 19-year-old. I didn't know shit.
Are you
I didn't
a cat?
know shit. I was just a 19-year-old cat versus a fucking old boomer rooster.
You're a cat, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's things like this. It's things like this, Gary. It's like things like this from my past that I can look up after the fact. Like I'm a 19-year-old going through I'm going through some like traumatic shit in my life. I'm sad, I'm defeated, and then Rollo Tomassi decides to come in and start endorsing cuckolds, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Fuck you.
Hey, Gary, you can tell he has that 3 energy because he has to keep talking.
Yeah. No, it's just beautiful that, like, I don't know who this guy is, but just based off his actions, he's a cat. because why would he go out of his way to go after this guy unless that's your enemy sign? And that just
Exactly.
shows you how the fucking Matrix works. This is just
Yep.
even basic shit like that, which is probably fucking advanced to most people who are Americans. And by the way, the Chinese don't call it enemy signs. They actually tell you whenever you're in your own year, that's when you do the worst. You know,
Yeah, well, the Chinese liars, 3 is the beginning of their name, right? Like, yeah, fuck them.
There's a lot to it, brother. There's definitely a lot to it. But yes, I will tell you this, my friend. I will end that guy if he gets anywhere near a studio with me. I will literally end this guy's career, and I really hope they don't do any background on me and they just think I'm some fucking clown who they're gonna bring in there and just destroy and like, oh, ha ha ha. I'm really hoping that's what they think, because I'm gonna make these guys look very, very bad.
You know what the funniest part about this is? Do you remember? I think it was 1 or 2 nights ago that we talked before. The other guy that I was saying that I thought was like has the same ancestry as you. He sounds exactly fucking like you. He was my friend. He was the other half of Rollo quitting the red pill, and I thought we defeated him back then. He sounds like you. Like he's like a spitting image of you. Just his voice. I'm telling you, Gary, if you didn't even have anything. If it was your voice alone, the moment he hears you speak, because you sound like this other guy, he will fear you. He'll hear that
PTSD.
Soviet voice, and he'll be afraid. It'll be over before it started.
What people forget, remember Rollo Tomassi got out debated by Lauren Southern. You know, the blonde.
Did he? I didn't even follow him.
Yeah, she with his own stuff, with his own book, she out debated him with his own book, using his own code against them. So check that. That's on YouTube. I have to share it up in the nest. So I mean, again, I think it's going to be a slaughterhouse. I think Gary's going to murder this guy. He's better off backing out the last minute because once they do some background, they're like, you know what? I think we might want to steer clear of this guy. But we'll see. This
debate's never going to happen. Unfortunately,
I'm the first one to say
really
it. They're going to call it off. I was the first one to say it in the comments. They're going to back out last minute.
Yeah. I never had hope. This is the most. I thought roosters were supposed to be like, and yeah, I didn't know about any of this back then when I was actually talking to the guy. But I thought roosters were supposed to be like aggressive and fearless. But I mean, this is the most.
I mean, he probably is aggressive with betas.
Yeah, I mean that's what he is, and he's aggressive with. He blames women for everything. He's like hypergamy this, hypergamy that, because he has no masculine essence unto himself.
I will blame women for a lot, but not everything. You know, I've told people that feminism is a very, very evil thing. And I can literally go back to every single, almost 90% of the problems in society can be linked back to feminism. So, you know, when they say stuff like that, it's not necessarily what you run into a problem with is when you just say, okay, all women are whores. Okay, fine. 80% are. But you also got to point out that most of these fucking guys are beta ass bitches. So you can't just, you know, go on one side and be like,
he doesn't go there.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. People don't want to be truthful. They only want to talk about one side of the coin. That's garbage.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Rollo in a way, he's a male feminist. I mean, he's like the male version of the feminists. But
a male feminist, right? Really?
I mean, no, okay. He's everything to him is hypergamy, right? Like everything he blames everything on women, but so the whole thing is like his whole thing is like women are so bad and men are so good, and yet he spends he gives all of the agency to women, like he's supposed to be this big bad alpha male, and yet all he talks about is women's selection, like women are choosing this and it's destroying society and this and that, but he puts no onus on the men. Like and he's a beta male. He doesn't want to talk about the male side. So I mean, if you were ever, you know, if you're ever done schooling him on numerology, you should definitely bring up the fact that like what is men's role? Because ultimately, you know, if there's a woman that's having a problem, it's on a man at some point. Like men have failed at some point, and he doesn't want to go there.